According to the latest news, and I use the word news loosely because we all saw this coming, The Mandalorian and Grogu is currently tracking for an 80 million Memorial Day opening. For context, that is lower than Solo, and Solo is the ultimate box office bomb that sent the entire franchise into a 7-year theatrical coma. So this is not good. If The Mandalorian, the so-called savior of Star Wars, can't even outpace a movie Disney tries to pretend doesn't even exist, the theatrical future of this brand is not looking very good right about now. So here's my take. The company that spent 5 years telling you Star Wars is a home viewing experience is now shocked, I tell you, that people don't want to leave their couches for it. It's almost as if saturating the market with content instead of cinema has consequences. Who could have predicted this? All right, everyone. Everyone predicted this. Disney is banking everything on the Baby Yoda hype cycle that peaked years ago. I mean, nobody's been talking about Baby Yoda for a minute. It turns out cute doesn't translate into ticket sales when your audience is already suffering from massive case of franchise fatigue. And make no mistake, Star Wars is definitely suffering from a big load of franchise fatigue. But the real issue here is this movie is basically a recycled season 4. Disney effectively took a TV script, slapped a theatrical price tag on it, and expects us to thank them. Critics are already pointing out that the footage looks like it was shot in the garage compared to the original trilogy. If your blockbuster looks like a glorified Zoom background, don't be surprised when the audience stays on their Wi-Fi to watch it. And that's so true because, it looks flat. It looks like it was shot in some backlot somewhere. It doesn't look like the classic theatrical films from that era. Also, we've officially hit Grogu fatigue. In 2009, the green puppet was a cultural icon. And 2026, he's basically a hood ornament. The kids who loved him are now busy with whatever brain rot or trend on social media, and adults are tired of being asked to do their homework across 3 different streaming shows just to understand a 90-minute movie. Not even I understand what's going on with this movie. What Disney Plus show should I watch to kind of get the full context of what's happening here? Based off the trailers, like, oh, well, does it take place this season or that season? So it as a standalone, it clearly is struggling to kind of sell to the viewers that, oh, this is like a new thing rather than a recycled season 4. But here's the genius move from the suits. They capped the budget at $160 million, I believe. By making it cheap, they're hoping to avoid the Solo stigma of losing $200 million. They aren't trying to make a masterpiece, they're trying to make a margin. If even Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni can't pull a $100 million opening with Pedro Pascal, then Star Wars is officially a streaming-only brand. We officially reached the Marvelization of Star Wars, much like the Marvels that, this movie is suffering because it feels like a mandatory sequel to a TV show rather than a standalone event. The era of must-see Star Wars is dead. We've entered the era of I'll wait for it on Disney Plus, ironically. And if the biggest star in the Star Wars galaxy can't even out-earn Han Solo, a movie that everyone hated, the Force isn't sleeping, it's in a coma. Disney isn't saving Star Wars with this. They're trying to see if the corpse is still twitching. But I'm hoping, even if this movie does underperform, it ends up being a bit of a wake-up call for Disney about how they've been treating the Star Wars franchise, rather than making it this kind of endless piggy bank that you can just go back to and just kind of milk it whenever you feel ready. You can actually, who knows, maybe put more thought into these films, into these shows, and, rather than this oversaturation, kind of slow down and actually take your time to kind of, develop these films. And who knows, maybe eventually audiences can start to once again look at Star Wars as the event franchise that it used to be, rather than just, another soulless franchise from Disney. So, that's me being hopeful, but who knows? Maybe that's where this can go. I'm not sure it will, but hopefully it will go in that direction. But what do you think? Are you actually going to pay theater price for a Disney special, Or are you going to be waiting for the inevitable coming to streaming announcement 2 weeks later? Let me know in the comments. Until then, I'm T-Rex and I'm out.